Hey, this is Zero at ReviewZoneHD, and I'm bringing you guys a review for Motorstorm Pacific Rift, which was released in North America in October of 2008, and pretty much improves upon just about everything from the previous game. It features 7 more racetracks than the original came with, putting the total at 16, not including the additional downloadable tracks that can be purchased out of the PlayStation Store. It adds a new vehicle class with monster trucks, and also has one of the hardest platinum trophies to earn that's out there. A couple trophy websites gave it a 9 out of 10 on the difficulty scale, but my personal opinion is that it's even harder than that. With all that said, let's go ahead and get into the review. I've played over 20 of the better racing titles on the PlayStation 3 just in the last few weeks, and this game has one of, if not the best environments found in a racing title. The blues of the sky and the water and the greens of the grass and the trees just look absolutely stunning. The jungle style tracks are lush with breathtaking scenery. The volcano tracks are more rigid and feature some pretty nice looking red hot lava. And the beach tracks look like somewhere you would want to take a vacation. I really love the graphics on this title, and they were a big reason I kept playing this one. And even when I wasn't playing after a few months, I would actually miss playing in this game's environment. This was the game's strongest point in my opinion. Pacific Rift more than doubled the soundtrack compared to the original game, bringing the total to 46 licensed tracks to listen to. A lot of the songs were up-tempo and fast-paced, or have a catchy beat, and overall the music was pretty fun to listen to and fit really well with the game's presentation. The sound effects really haven't changed much since the original Motorstorm. The crashes and the explosions still sound great, but everything else is pretty low-key and largely forgettable. As much as I love the graphics, the core gameplay mechanics of this title are a little frustrating, and not a lot was changed from the original. Some of the vehicles are still somewhat difficult to handle regardless of the terrain that you're on, and any bumper rocking the road can cause you to flip over and explode. There's a huge focus on crashing in this game, with a more improved camera angle to capture each slip up. The problem is the game doesn't pause the race if you decide to watch your car break apart and your driver go flying through the air, and resetting back onto the track almost always results in losing several spots to a sometimes unforgiving computer AI that rubber bands its way around the track. Frustration aside, the game does feature some pretty nice track designs filled with huge jumps and water to cool your engines down, with usually 2 or 3 different directions you can weave your way around the track as you make your way to the finish line. I've never had such a love-hate relationship with a racing title before. There were times I couldn't cut this game off fast enough, and other times I would play for a couple hours glued to the television. The online portion of the game is still working. I didn't have any problems finding an online room to race in, but there was generally only 1 or 2 to choose from, so don't expect a robust online community still actively playing this one. But in the online rooms I did play in, the game ran pretty smooth without any disconnects or lag issues. As much as I personally enjoyed this game, I'm not so sure I could recommend it as a first choice, even in the Motorstorm series. Apocalypse is much more user-friendly and not quite as frustrating to play, but I prefer the graphics and the environments in this title more than either of the other 2 in the series. As far as if this game is worth purchasing or not, I think that's really going to depend on what you expect out of a racing title. If you're looking to collect trophies, play exclusively online, or if you have a low tolerance for wrecking, you probably should avoid this title. If you're looking for a more laid-back, casual racer to pop in every now and then, this is a pretty good choice. Anyways, this is Zero at ReviewZoneHD, and thanks for stopping by.